name is Anne-Marie Ochunga. I've been involved in the development sector for the past 13 years. Currently, I work as an independent consultant. I have my organization called Rauka Africa Consultancy. By the time I was engaged, Happy Villages had already conducted a baseline survey, which is a very important assessment in any development. And this is because the baseline survey will help you, first of all, to identify which people you want to work with. And a lot of the times you look at the issue in terms of where are they in terms of development? What kind of problems do they have? What kind of infrastructure or systems do they have to help them deal with their problems? And having a baseline brought out a lot of the quantitative issues, giving the numbers and the percentages of the need. And this helps to identify exactly what kind of a situation is later in. And later, the community action plan would help them to know how are they going to address these needs. I propose that we adopt a participatory rural appraisal. The participatory rural appraisal is one of the ways of helping identify a community's problems, helping the community to rank these problems, because in terms of development, not all problems can be dealt with at the same time. To prioritize them and know this is the biggest problem, this is the one which follows, and these are the solutions that we have. And among the solutions, the community are able to know that this is the role we are going to play in terms of having this problem solved. These are the resources that we already have in this community. These are the resources that we are going to get from outside in terms of help from development partners, and we are going to approach them in this manner. So this process is quite empowering for the community because it involves a lot of discussions. It may not be quantitative like the baseline survey, but the discussions help to bring out issues that are missed out when collecting quantitative data. We're going to make sure that whatever we are doing falls within the general plan that is already existing. We are going to make references to the Vision 2030, which is also a government document that visualizes Kenya in the next so many years until 2030. Mostly, a lot of reference will be made to the Millennium Development Goals, and it came quite obvious that a lot of the issues that are identified by Lieta community are some of the issues which have been targeted as indicators by the Millennium Development Goals. We have the issue of water provision and water and sanitation provision for communities. We have the issues of eradicating extreme hunger and poverty. That also is captured under food provision or food and security in Lieta. We have universal education for all. That's also been captured. And then we have the issue of health, especially focusing on maternal health and children mortality, reducing this. How is it done? There's the issue of environmental sustainability. Lieta is bordering the third freshwater lake in the world, which is threatened by water hyacinth, it's threatened by pollution, it's threatened by climate change, it's reducing in volume. So this is also an opportunity to see how to make a contribution to the Millennium Development Goals in that area. There are the issues of partnerships, which are already talked about. There are issues of HIV and AIDS. So we find that by linking and tying the progress that Happy Villages will make in Lieta community, the reference to the Millennium Development Goals will keep the organization quite focused. It will keep the organization in line with the global thinking, with what Kenya as a country is thinking, and with what people in Lieta have identified as their key areas of need. And they've committed that they're going to work towards reducing some of the impacts of these problems and working together as a community with Happy Villages and other supporters from all over the world, from within Kenya. Then I sincerely believe that this is going to be one of those unique processes that have involved people right from the beginning. most organizations should adapt this method of interacting or engaging communities, and in this way we are able to have sustainable development, not development brought in by donors or brought in by NGOs, but demand driven. They demanded for certain services based on the problems that they have, and Happy Villages is going to try and intervene, see what's the best way to help you solve some of your problems and not bringing solutions to them.
In Kenya, working towards a world without extreme poverty. Happy Villages in Kenya, working towards a world without extreme poverty.